Hello and assalamu alaikum everyone. A very warm welcome to Unlocking Success. I am Kashif Kamran and today I am looking into SBL exam preparation strategy when your March 2025 exams are just 30 days away. This is an important time, no doubt about it. And for each student who is preparing for the March 25 exams, particularly the SBL paper, you need to devise a study timetable. You need to devise a planner on which you keep your focus on because this is an important time. You need to be very focused. You need to be very determined for each of the next 30 days. Now, the very first thing which I believe all of you should do is this. Look at this picture. This is a self-explanatory picture, what each of you should do. You need to self-evaluate yourself. And I always lay uh, a very strong emphasis on a self-evaluation. When you are just 30 days away, when you're just 4 weeks away from your exam, a self-evaluation is very important because the results of self-evaluation, where am I standing today, will be different for each one of you. No one will have the same answer. Where am I standing today? So try to ask this question to yourself today that where am I standing today for my SPL preparation and how much is still left? Your aim is the March 25 exams. You can see the target, right? You can see your aim at the very top ladder. Now you need to reach that and you all need to attain success. But that can only come when you sit down and ask yourself, where am I standing today? And then try to find what is left, what you need to cover up over the next 4 weeks. And then you will make a very good looking timetable for each week, each day. Now, you are familiar with your own challenges. You are familiar with your own obstacles. You are familiar with your own situation. You might be doing a job. You might be a self study student. You might be a full time student. You might be giving a single paper or two papers. You must have started to study SPL now, or you must have started to study SPL 1 month ago or 2 months ago. So, all of you will be in a different position. Now, definitely, you need to make a plan. You need to incorporate important things in the plan for the next 30 days, which you can see on your screen currently, which includes reading the articles, which includes reading the examiner reports, which includes the past paper practice, which includes spending the time on the mock exam and the pre-scene, which will come for your exams for March. A lot of things need to be done, right? And I will be emphasizing on each one of them today. Is this clear to all of you? Will you all sit down and evaluate yourself today in terms of where you are standing as of today? And then try to find your target. Your target is the March 25 exam. And what is left? What are the gaps? You need to overcome the gaps in the next 30 days. And within that 30 days, these are some important things which you can see on your screen, which you need to focus on. So this is important, right? Now, once you've done the self-evaluation, once you know the results of the self-evaluation, once you know what are the gaps you need to fill up, and once you know that, yes, these are the more important things, and now I need to focus on examiner reports, I need to focus on past papers because I'm just left with 30 days. I need to read a lot of articles, which I will be recommending you today. And the mock exam, definitely, no one is skipping the mock exam, and then definitely giving time to the pre-scene. Let's open up the broad discussion. Weekly planner. Now, how many weeks are we left with? Four, ideally four, something in plus of 4 weeks, but yes, just let's take 4 weeks in focus. Now, 4 weeks, I need to make a weekly planner. Now, today is Monday, so I need to make my weekly planner from this Monday to next Monday. What will I do this week? What will I focus on this week? And you need to prioritize yourself. These last 30 days are more important for practice. So I think the greater proportion of 30 days has to be given on practice. But yes, you need to revise, you need to reinforce, you might need to make summaries of the technical content you have read through, like the models and the theories. There is so much models and theories you need to retain at the end of the day. So making your summaries, revising your summaries, doing the past papers, reading through the examiner report, there is a lot to be done, right? Because this is a phase where you need to polish yourself up. This is the phase where you will refine yourself up. This is the phase where you will fine tune yourself up. So you need to make a weekly planner, each one of you. Week one, week two, week three, week four. Week four is a week for mock exam. Week four is a week for pre-scene, giving time to pre-scene. Week four is a week where you have to revise. So I believe the week one, the week two, and the week three, you should give them ample to practice, ample to reading articles, and leave the last week for like your mock, for pre-scene, and a revision. Now, again, this is flexible because each one of you will do the self-evaluation. So you will have a different looking story, and then you will fit that story within the 4-week planner. But my point of concern is that you need to devise a planner as early as possible. Is that clear to all of you? So try to find what needs to be done. Try to focus on the more important things, that is practice, revision, pre-scene, examiner reports, and the mock. Fit them up in a weekly planner, and you will be moving towards excelling in SBL paper. Now, this is the sort of things I believe should be in your last 30 days planner. Technical grasp, I'll just emphasize what that is. Articles, very important. Past papers, which one, because student runs after quantity of past papers, and as a tutor I run after the quality of past papers, so I need to emphasize on that. Examiner reports, how many you should do in the last 30 days. March 25 mock, that is definite, and pre-scene, that is definite. But look at the first four things: technical grasp, articles, past papers, examiner report. With each of the four there is a question mark. If you need to do a technical grasp, from where will you do it? I believe, as a tutor, that whether you are studying under me or you're not studying under me, examiner articles serves as a valuable resource, and they offer you insights about the topic. And the more important thing is they tell you how this topic will be examined in the SPL paper, because these articles are written by the SPL examining team, the team which will be making the paper. So you need to read the mindset of the examiner. A lot of time when the students are preparing for SBL, they're not reading the mindset of the examiner. They're running after resources which are which are published by someone, but they're not published by the SPL examining team. Now, which is better? The resource which is published by the SPL examining team. So I always lay a very strong emphasis on articles. I always tell my students to read articles because to me that is important. And I will be giving you a summary of the articles you need to read through over the next 30 days. But that is important if you want to take a technical grasp of the syllabus. Number two, there are total 38 technical articles on the SBL website, and they're categorized into 8 syllabus areas. The most articles are found in syllabus area E, which is technology, and there are 10 of them. So out of the 38 articles, 10 of them are under syllabus area E, technology. And we know examining team, the SBL examining team, uh, puts a lot of emphasis on technology even in the past papers. And technology is one very important syllabus area for SBL. You need to be very strong on the technological part of the syllabus. There are 8 articles under syllabus area B, which is governance, and there are 6 under the syllabus area H, which is enabling change and success management. So you can look at these articles. Most of them are under E, B, and H. So most of them. So that's just giving you a hint, that's just giving you an idea where is the examining team focusing more. But that doesn't mean that the paper will only be developed from E, B, and H. But what I'm saying is that majority of the articles written by the examining team are around these three syllabus areas of the total 38. The latest article, I did mention that recently in my social media post that there is a new article which is now available, which came in January 2025. So this is much relevant for March 2025 exams and the June 2025 exams for SBL. And the title of the article is New Technologies and Organizational Culture. Again, this is published under syllabus area E, and that is included in the 10 articles, and I've already done my session on it, and that session is available on YouTube. So you can just go to my YouTube channel. I've already given a hyperlink of that. So you can watch this article on my YouTube channel, which is New Technologies and Organizational Culture. But this is must because this is a new article. So anything out of this article can come into your paper in March 2025 exams, primarily and equally important for the June 2025 exams. So please ensure that this is important. The last thing for the technical grasp. If you are my student, um, I did the December 24 crash course. And this crash course is available to my registered students, whether you're taking my SBL full course or you're taking my SBL crash course. This is available to both. I prepared a checklist of like 61 models and theories. And that checklist is there in my crash course and in my full course. And you can just download it, take a print out of it, because that checklist will become uh, your final assurance mapping. You can use the checklist to ask a question to yourself. Have I done this? Tick. Have I done this? Tick. Have I done this? Tick. And I've also given hyperlinks of videos which are covered, which are important in that checklist. I've also given the yellow highlighting in that checklist just to tell you that there is an examiner article here. So that checklist is like a comprehensive checklist, gives you an idea where I need to read an article, where I need to watch a video, and that 61 areas are important. So at least do that revision from the checklist if you are enrolled under me as a tutor. But this is the technical grasp, either coming from the articles, which where I lay a very strong emphasis on the new article, and the checklist which is prepared by me as a tutor. You, if you're not studying under me, you still have your own resources, you still have your own summaries, you still have your own notes, but you have to revise your own notes, you have to revise your own summaries, and then do read the recommended articles which I will be recommending shortly, apart from the new one which is under syllabus area E, New Technologies and Organizational Culture. Is that clear to all of you? Okay, now moving forward, these are important articles. There are total 38 articles, I just mentioned that, but I'm just recommending you to read 22. You have 30 days to exam. So even if you read one article a day and make a summary, so in 22 days, you will be done with 22 articles with summary. So one article a day with summary, and you're going good. Look at the articles on your screen. You can find this on the SBL website, which is maintained by ACCA. Responsible leadership, culture and configuration, all about stakeholder part 1 and part 2, diversifying the board, integrated reporting framework. You know how important integrated reporting is. You must have seen a lot of questions in the past paper about six capitals, about integrated reporting, integrated thinking. Even diversifying the board is an important area. Growing in partnership. We know growing in partnership is an important area, and it was even examined if in the last exam sitting December 24, because a lot of questions comes on franchise and joint ventures in the past paper. You must be knowing the ways an organization can grow. in partnership, like licensing, like franchising, like joint ventures. That's an important area. Market segmentation, how you segmentize markets and customers. Strategic planning process part one and two covers most of the theories and most of the models, which are really important one under your syllabus area C, strategy. You know how important strategy is. Four line of defense and assurance mapping for risk. COSO, enterprise risk management under risk, strategic and operational risk. You need to know the differentiation between both. Impact of new technology on organizational culture highlighted in yellow. That is a new article. Application of new technology, part one, part two, part three. Principles and application of e-marketing. We know e-marketing is an important area in SBL. Cybersecurity, the challenges of cybersecurity, the benefits of having proper security in place in organization. You should be knowing that. Big data, advantages, disadvantages. Examining team is very fond of big data. E-commerce, you should be knowing the possible e-commerce solutions available to organizations. Assessing organizational performance. We know a lot of time a question comes in where you need to assess the organizational performance, even financial and non-financial. Examining team is very fond of that. Project documentation, roles and responsibility. We know that is a very important part. A lot of time we have seen questions about project sponsor, project manager in the past paper, even the project initiation document, PID. Beldrich performance excellence model. We've not seen any direct question on that, but again, Beldrich can be applied in many ways in the SBL exam. So you should be knowing the model and you can relate the model to any exam question where you think it is possible. Again, examining team has never asked for direct application of this model yet. Blockchain, not much questions on this, but still it's an important article. You cannot ignore it. We are living in a technological era where things are just transforming around us with the advent of this artificial intelligence. So you cannot ignore that the future exam papers could focus more on such things. And even the cryptocurrency, not yet examined, but could be examined in future exams. So this is a list of 22 articles out of the 38, one article a day, and you're done with 30, you're done with them with summaries. But what will you get at the end of the day? You will get an assurance. You will get to know these topics. You will get to know the examiner mindset because in every article, the examining team will tell you how it could be examined. That is important. Is that clear to all of you? Please confirm me. Are you sound and clear with important articles, 22 out of 38, which you need to go through in the last 30 days? If you can just drop a quick message in the chat box. Thank you so much, all of you. Fatima, Imran, Savio. Okay, just let's move on then. Practice. Muhammad Ali Raza, thank you. Now, practice is important. Now, I believe on quality of practice. I don't believe on quantity of practice. In the last 30 days, if you're running after any revision kits, any exam practice kits, I'm not into it at all. You know that the paper format for SBL changed in September 23, right? So I will start from September 23, from where the paper format changed. You know, the pre-scene came in, the paper time zone went down from 240 minutes to 195 minutes. We have now three tasks in the paper. We have four exhibits in the paper. So I need to be preparing, I need to be doing the past paper practice, which relates to my paper in March. So I will start from September 23 paper, December 23 paper, March, June 24 paper, and then the September, December 24 paper. Four. Then I will do the specimen 1 and specimen 2 because that's on the new format. And then I will do the practice exam 1, practice exam 2, practice exam 3. That's under the new format. And I will do the mock exam. So that is 10. So how many papers you need to practice in 30 days? 10. So even if you do one paper every 3 days, you're done with it. So in a cycle of 3 days, you do one paper. If you're going too lazy, but I prefer after every 2 days you do one paper. Is that clear to all of you? 10 papers. How many papers to do? 10. How many articles to read? 22. Move on. Examiner reports are must to be read. Students ignore them. At least read the latest one. September, December 24. One examiner report in all the 30 days. But that is must. Read it. Read line by line. Keep a pen with you. Download it. Take a printout of it. Read it. Wherever you find a criticism of the examiner, underline it. Make a star. Put number one. Then you find another criticism of the examiner, underline it. Make a star. Write number two. You find another criticism, underline it. Make a star. Put number three. Then make a summary. How many criticism you find of the examiner? Make a summary of it and revise it. And when you sit down to practice, make sure that you know the criticism of the examiner. So when you are practicing, when you are writing the answer, you know the examiner criticism. You will not do the same mistakes. So that means there are greater chances that you will be making the examiner happy on the day of exam. But if you're not reading the examiner report, you don't know the criticism, you might be doing the same mistakes which which irritates the examining team, which frustrates the examining team. So please ensure that you're giving time to one single examiner report. One. So 10 papers, one examiner report, 22 articles. Now, when I was investigating the examiner report, I found some top reasons which frustrate the examiner and top reasons why students fail the SBL paper, despite the fact the passing rates for SBL are so good. These are top reasons. Number one issue which frustrates the examining team is copy pasting. And according to the examiner, candidates repeat information without analysis. Copy paste is not bad, but if you're just doing a copy paste without no analysis, without not adding anything to it. So suppose if I copy pasted a line, I need then to develop the line. I then need to explain that line. But if you're just copy pasting and leaving it alone, that's useless. Limited marks will be awarded if you just alone copy paste. Lack of development, points not explained sufficiently. And I always tell my student that each well explained point should ideally be 3 to 4 sentences long. 3 to 4 sentences long is a well developed point. Again, I'm not saying 3 to 4 lines, I'm saying 3 to 4 sentences. Number three, poor application. Inability to relate answer to the case scenario. In SPL, you will only be successful if you are linking your answer to the case information. If you're writing a generic answer which has no connection with the case, no connection with the organization in the case, no connection with the story in the case, it's useless. Try to connect your answer with the information given to you in the case study. That is the most important characteristic of an SPL exam. Number four, irrelevant content, unnecessary information included. At times, the student try to um, put a lot of things in the paper from the bookish knowledge which are of no use. They might give a long introduction. Suppose the question comes on the advantages of big data. They will first start to explain what big data is. They first try to give some knowledge perspective of big data, not starting the answer directly from advantages. Examining team is not asking you to explain big data. They're asking you advantages of big data. Even if a question comes on integrated reporting and the examining team is asking you the roles and benefits of integrated reporting, the student will start to tell everything about the six capitals. Is the question asking you about six capitals? The question is asking you about the roles and benefits of integrated reporting. So you will only give a heading role, write the role. Benefits, write the benefits. So at times the student put unnecessary content into the paper. Inadequate knowledge, poor understanding of the syllabus breadth. That's why where 22 articles are important. Know the depth of the syllabus. Know the depth of the syllabus. Know the models and theories which are in your syllabus. And that's the reason I prepared that checklist of 61 models and theories. Time management issues. Incomplete answers due to rushed responses. Normally, this happens in the last 30 to 40 minutes of the exam where you imagine, where you think a lot needs to be done and I'm running out of the time. That is very, very important. So you need to be careful about that. There's just some electricity breakdown, so just waiting for a couple of minutes to restart the session. Okay, I hope you all can hear me back again. So we were discussing the reasons why students fail, right? And we discussed the time management issues that at times the student uh, tends to rush, and this normally happens in the last 30 to 40 minutes when you imagine I need to do a lot of things and I'm running out of time. So I always lay emphasis on time management. I've already covered a lot of videos on time management that you have 1.95 minutes per mark. So look at the total marks you have. That is the technical plus the professional marks. So if you have like 10 marks, which includes technical and professional, you will multiply this by 1.95 to find the total time you need to complete the 10 marks in. So time management is important. I'll share links of the time management videos I've done on SBL. Unprofessional presentation. Presenting your answer very badly. No headings, no subheadings. You have the computer-based exam where you can underline something. You can make something bold, underline headings, subheadings, giving shorter paragraphs, make your presentation looks better. If you're writing in very long paragraphs, if you're not using the formats of the briefing notes and the reports very well, you're not impressing the examiner. So look at the reasons, look at the top reasons why students fail in an SBL exam. So will you make a checklist of this? Will you ensure that you are avoiding a lone copy paste, lack of development, poor application, irrelevant content, inadequate knowledge, time management issues, and unprofessional presentation? I hope you will overcome each one of them to achieve success in the upcoming exams. Mock and pre-scene, finally. Already, ACCA has released the pre-March 25 mock pre-scene, and that's Core-JETS. Core-JETS was the pre-scene, which actually came in the September 23 exam for the first time. So ACCA has made utilization of the Core-JETS pre-scene case as the pre-March 25 mock pre-scene. So that is already available on your practice platform. You can also watch my tutor debrief on Core-JETS on my YouTube channel. I've given a link of that. So if you're preparing for Core-JETS, you're preparing for your mock exam, you want to have a guidance from the tutor, that is already available on my YouTube channel. The mock will be released on the 7th of February, sorry, 2025. That needs to be corrected. So the mock will be released on the 7th of Feb 2025. So that's another 4 days from now. The mock will be available. So please ensure you've done the pre-scene before it. So if you have any plan of doing the mock exam, please ensure that you have done the pre-scene before, just like you will do it for your real exam. The pre-scene has to be done before, followed by the mock exam, which will be available on the 7th of Feb. I prefer you do the mock by 14th, 15th, but please ensure you do the pre-scene before it. And please send me the mock for review if you are registered under me. The pre-scene for your March exams will be there 14 days prior to the exam. So I expect the pre-scene for your actual March exams to be released somewhere by the 19th of February. And I will be doing my debrief on the March 25 pre-scene by around the 24th of February. So 24th of February, expect my debrief on the pre-scene. By 19th, it will be released by ACCA, so you have to spend time on it. Please plan your mock. Keep a date in mind when you will do the mock exam. And once you're ready to do the mock, at least 3 to 4 days before the mock, read the pre-scene for the code jets, and then do the mock exam. And please ensure that 10 papers you're practicing under time management. You're practicing under 195 minutes. And please ensure the number of marks you look at, multiply them by 1.95 to know the total time you have for each task to complete with. Complete under time. So when you're submitting me papers for review, you can write over there, time ends here. I would love that approach. So time ends here, move on. Don't go for completing a task when the time has ended. When the time has ended, leave it there and move on. That is the best approach. You can manage most of your paper. So I hope you're all clear with the approach you have to take for the next 30 days. Any questions? Anyone? Anyone would like to have any questions? Any questions about the 30 days exam strategy? Is everyone clear? How many articles you need to read? 22. How many past papers you need to do? 10. How many examiner reports you need to read? 1. Then you have to do one mock exam, and you need to ensure you are thoroughly preparing yourself for the pre-scene information which will be coming your way. So make a timetable, stick to it, and please ensure that each day from now is important and will count towards your success in the upcoming exam. Anyone with any questions? The last day to submit the mock, if you are registered under me, Imran Maqbool, the last day to submit the mock is 20th of Feb. So please ensure you do it before the 20th of Feb. Thank you. Okay, thank you so much, all of you, for participating in the session. And the recording will be available on my YouTube channel. I'll be sharing links with you. Fatima, you can see my WhatsApp number on the screen currently. Can you see that? My WhatsApp number is given right in front of your screen. You can just note that number down and you can reach me for any queries. Thank you so much, all of you. Have a nice day, study effectively, and I'll see you back with more uh, sessions on SBL coming soon. Thank you. Take care. Goodbye and Allah Hafiz.